The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong. Last week, Charles, and their loss had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 31, Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. ETN up the middle. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second and 9 now. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions in what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Looking to throw. Here's a diving catch right side, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Niners at 2-8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Lance and company going on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. To about the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 8. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Lance now on 1st down. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, 53 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They'll try and throw for it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 59 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Again, McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready. 53.
They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 63 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from back there, wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Lance's throw taken in by Landry. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Lance to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 58 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here, and how about the positive play he just turned in?
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun. Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Lance looking to throw it. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now Lance again. Looking deep downfield. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 38 yards. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 4, And it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good soft, baby. That's baby soft.
They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set cut.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
22 needle.
A handoff for Etienne. They find some open field here. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards on the ground. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run a draw now with Jefferson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll run. It's ETN. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He'll look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Niners, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold.